Good morning everybody, Alex here from Snake On Exotics, and today it's delivery day, last delivery before Crimbo. So we should be getting our last little dribbles and drabs of stuff. It's not going to be an amazingly big one, but we've got live food and some bits and bobs for customers and stuff like that. So please like, subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell for me. We'll crack on and open the delivery as soon as it arrives. So I'll see you in a bit. As usual, I'm expecting the delivery to take its pretty sweet time. So we're going to have to think of something to do while we wait for it to arrive. It's not going to be here for another 2-3 hours or something like that. So we're going to find some jobs to do, see what the animals are up to. I bought myself a new jacket yesterday. So, doing well. Just trying to think of some jobs to do. Some good news for you though. The baby hognose finally fed yesterday for us, so that was really, really good. Well, not yesterday, but Sunday night she fed for us, so I'm really, really happy about that. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks she hadn't fed, so I was getting a little bit concerned. We took her off sale, put her out the way in the off sale section virtually, so she would recuperate off sale, off display, and she started feeding again. I don't know if it was just a little bit too stressful for her, a little bit too small to be on display, but we'll see how we get on with her. Well, I want her to have at least 2 or 3 feeds off display before we put her back on display. I also want to do some handling schedules with her as well. I think a lot of the fear is just from not being handled or anything like that, because she's so small and so delicate. We've been holding back on doing the handling, but I think it's quite important now that we advance with the handling a little bit, just so we lose a little bit that initial fear, so we don't have the every 10 minutes. The thing is, she's not even striking. It's all defense displays. I've had her put my hand right next to her, and she's just doing headbutts. That's all she's doing. She's not trying to bite or anything like that, because she knows how small she is. So we'll have a little look at her today, see how she's getting on, and we'll crack on with some other jobs. Delivery has arrived. I think I've messed up a tiny bit. I think I've ordered too much of the one thing. Got massive delivery, but there's 3 giant bags of branches. So, God knows where we're going to put them. I mean, it's not like normal Tetris. They're funky shapes, so I don't know where we're going to put all them. And I've got a customer coming for some of them today. God knows where I'm going to put them though. So we're going to rummage through. I'm doing some axolotls at the moment, just something to do while I waited. So I'll finish them off, we'll go through the boxes, see what we got, and then crack on with the day. So you know the usual rigmarole. I open the frozen first, get that in, and get that sorted, because that's the most first thing that's going to go bad, if you know what I mean. So I've opened the first box thinking it was the frozen, but it's not. It's 2 bottles of F10. So I've had to ring them up because they haven't sent me the frozen. It's still on the back of the van. The bloke didn't give it me. So they're speaking to him. So we're going to open these now. I've done a couple of the axolotls. I haven't done them all. But we're going to start opening the boxes, seeing what we've got, and then I can finish the axolotls once we've done that. First is a little tiny box. Little tiny boxy. What's we got in the little box? Come on, box. Just a box of live food. It's in the bottom. That's small crickets. That's for my friend Joseph. And his new gecko. Let's open this one for a customer. So we've got Leo live. Ooh. What's in this one? We've got no chance of ripping that. It's the threaded tape. You got no chance of ripping that bad boy. Unless it's lengthways. We've got more Leo live. Look at his little face. So we've got more Leo live, raring to go. But I'm afraid the last Pac-Man just went to his forever home, and I was that excited about it, I completely forgot to film any of it. So, there's his old Tanko, all gone, last Pac-Man frog gone. Oh, but I've got some more coming. More coming, we should have them tomorrow. We should have some nice albinos. I've got a nice group of them coming. So, keep an eye out for tomorrow. We've got some animals. It's mainly frogs coming tomorrow. Everyone's gone frog mad this Christmas. So we've got a load of frogs coming tomorrow. So we'll crack on. We'll open the rest of the boxes. I've had a little bit of a delay because of course I had customers and stuff like that. But we'll crack on with the rest of the delivery, see what we got. And I've almost finished the axolotls. Almost. I've got about 6 left. Hey, let's crack open the live food. Check it's all okay. and then we can open our boxes of really cool wood for the customers. Wahaha. Lovely. Wow, looking good. Oh, it all looks alive, it all looks kicking. Oh, fantastico. Let's finally see what I've ordered, how many branches we got. Because it looks like a lot to me, but they're in bags, so it's hard to tell. But I believe we've got quite a few. We have the skizzers, so we can try our bests. Come on, get in. Get in. Do it. Waha. Do this one. Hey. That's my karate noises, if you didn't realise. You've got to do karate when you're doing this. Hi. Yeah. To get them all out and have a proper look. Oh, okay. Oh my god, that's logs. Okay. Don't remember ordering any logs. That is huge. They are huge. What am I supposed to do with them? What's in here then? Oh my god. Why is there so many big logs? I don't remember ordering logs. So these must be the branches. Ooh, they're nice. Look at all the moss on them and all the lichen. Oh, they're really cool. Let's get them all out and have a look. They've got to be the biggest pieces of cork bark I have ever seen. They are huge. That's going to be some epic pieces. Oh, I know what it is now. So I spoke to one of the reps about I want to do something cool on the wall. So I think they've picked them out purposely for me. Oh, we got a plan. I'm not going to tell you just yet. I think I've already given you an idea of it once or twice. But I've got a good idea. Okay then everybody, let's start opening some of these. Just wow, it's huge. Look at it. Absolutely massive. That's all that's in there, 2 massive pieces. Okay. Whoa! Look at that! That means the biggest piece is the branch we have the sail thing come out on. That's the biggest one we've ever had. These are the thickest we've ever had. Oh, look at this one. Whoa. Hello everybody. They're massive. Woohoo, another massive piece. That'd make another cork light guard. It'd be a really cool light guard. That would be really, really good. That's the last out of there. With some dribs and drabs in the bottom. Branches time. Wow, really, really nice branches. I've got quite a few customers wanting the branches to do really, really cool decor displays. So I've ordered quite a bit here. Stay. Two nice branches. Wow, another cool branch. Wow. Another massive one. And then there's just some little branches at the bottom and some lichen. We will take them out because they'll be useful for us in little setups. So that's everything we've had delivered today. We've got to sort a lot of this out. So my idea is, give me a sec, I'll show you. Okay, so you know we've got our big tree and our random branches coming out of the wall. What I would like is for it to look like this tree has sent out a branch and these are branches coming off the big branch. So, get up. Come on. I'm trying to do one, there we go. So something sort of like that, so it looks like there's a branch coming off going across to the other ones. It's going to be very hard for me to do, very technical. And I'm going to make it look really cool and make it look like the branches are coming off the other branches. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it or in what way I'm going to do it, but it's going to be technical, and I don't know if it's worth putting something there for us to box around, or I'm not sure what the best idea is going to be yet. So I'm going to mock up some different ideas today, see if I get an idea of what the plan's going to be, and then we can go from there. Let's have a little talk about the Southwind Dragon. So, on Sunday we found an egg. I've done a little research. I've had a couple of people message me on the YouTube as well, so I've done a little bit of research on that as well. So there's a couple of options. One, we had a female from the start, which is an option, is possible, but I did specially order her as a male. So that's why I assumed she was a male all the whole time. The other options are she has switched to being a female. In some lizards, when they are isolated, so if you've got one male lizard on his own, he knows he can't breed with anybody, so he turns female so he can try and mate with somebody. So because we've got male lizards next door and around and stuff like that, she could be getting the smell of male lizards, so he realises that there's only males around, so if he turns female, there's a possibility he can actually make more of himself and not die out, because the whole idea is to keep the population going so they pass on their genes and the species doesn't die out. The other option is that they can spontaneously, if it was a female, they can spontaneously produce eggs in the same sort of thing to try and save the population. That version is extremely rare. It's recently been found in Komodo dragons. There was one in captivity in a zoo. Female produced her own eggs and they were fertile. There was no male around. She had cloned herself, but they only produce males, so they've got someone else to mate with. I don't know the genetics behind it or stuff like that, but if I remember right, somehow, some way, they're able to produce males which they can then breed with, which won't create dodgy babies, if you mean. So it won't be, it's almost like, it's not like the mom mating with the son. It's almost like she creates a separate gene that goes into that male, so then she can mate with that male and doesn't produce dodgy babies. So there's a couple of options it could be. I think that she's just a female. It's very rare for all those other things to happen, for them to switch sex and stuff like that. There is the possibility of it happening, but it is very rare. I think we just had a female and we didn't know at the time, but of course there is a possibility that it was a male and she switched sex because there's loads of males around. That is an option as well. But we're still going to love you just the same. You're still my favourite lizard, aren't you, darling? Yes, you are. Give me some strokers. Want some strokers? Strokers? There we go. It's okay, just stroke it. Stroke it tonight. There we go. You're still my favourite, darling. You're still my favourite, don't we worries. Don't you worries. But it means we need to try and find a male. I did have a little deal with my friend who comes into the shop. He bought a female to try and breed with my male. So now we're hoping that his baby is actually a male, so then we can breed them together. That was the plan, but we've got to hope that they messed it up again, and the female he ordered is actually a male. So we've got to hope they've made mistakes. But very, very thin chance that they've made mistakes, but you never know. We're gonna have a test go at trying making some of this branch up. So I'm gonna work. I think this one, if we split it in half, we'll be able to link those two together. We're going to do a little test go, see if it's going to be doable, and just have a little go. So we're going to cut this one. So I could do it that way, but it's going to be a lot narrower. If I do it this way, we should get a lot wider branch in theory. So I'm going to cut this now with a handsaw, diagonally, no, vertically. Yes, vertically is up and down. So I'm going to cut it up and down, and then we should be able to link it across. Try and attach it in some sort of way. That's another thing I've got to work out. How the hell do we attach it to the wall? So we'll crack on. I'll cut this up, see what it looks like, and then we can see if it's actually going to be a feasible thing to try and do a big expanse over the wall. We need the chopper upper. We need... Oh, we can use Morgan's workbench. We can use Morgan's workbench. Chopper upper. Where does it reside? Oh, okay. Choppy, choppy. Choppy, choppy, doo-doo-doo. We get Morgan's table out. So I've got a workbench to work on. We're not doing it all higgledy-piggledy, wiggledy-niggledy. So we push it all through. Make our way through. We come back for the saw. We come back for the saw. Whoa, multitasking, multitasking. So put this here. I'll go back for the saw. We cut it up. Let's see how we get on. I've lost the log. We're cutting it off. Where have I put it? We've got saw, we've got chopper, we've got tripod. Where have I put the log? It's on the floor. So I don't know. Oh, it's been too long of a month. Too long of a month. There we go. We've got all our stuff. We'll cut this up now. What we don't want is a really defined flat edge. So I'm probably going to work something out to try and... This is going to be good because that doesn't look like we've cut that there because it's all jiggledy. So that's going to look good for us. So we're going to cut this way now. And then we can try and fill that gap. For some reason it smells like barbecue sauce. I don't know if it's a smoky kind of smell, but it smells like barbecue sauce to me. But that's going to be good. We've got 2 R's now that we can try and fit on there and try and make it look like it's coming out of the log. Will it work? I do not know, but we're going to have a dabble anyway. The first couple of pieces. So I think that would look sort of like if we've got to change. So of course it's going to be looking from down here. So I'm going to cut into this a little bit, make it a little bit more of a circle, so it's going to slip over that log a bit more. That's also going to give us a little bit more space to get this one in. This one isn't going to be as bad because we can hide some of it. If we get it a little bit lower, we'll be able to go behind some of that cork bark and you won't see a lot of it. It's just going to look like a branch coming out. Then we can put flake plants and some other little bits of cork bark around to disguise any of the joins. I think it's going to be doable. It's still can't work out how we're going to attach it to the wall. I think once I get a definite piece, like yes, that's where it's going, I can maybe make a little line, maybe drill some wall plugs in, and maybe find a way of attaching it to the wall. It's going to be a bit more of a job than I expected, but yeah, it's going to look epically cool if we manage to do it right. I think we've got quite a good fit now with this piece. Like that. Quite hard to get a good shot on it, but that looks a little neater now, like it tucks right into it. So now we need to try and work out a way of maybe attaching this piece, and then we can work on maybe getting the next piece on. Let's see if we can get a drill hole in here. See if we can get something set up. I think that's deep enough. Must go a bit more. I know what it is. I ain't got it on the right one. That's better. That got it. See if we can put a little wall plug in there. That should give us a little hole to screw our log to. Oh, a lovely job. Okay. We'll get a screw, see if we can get the piece in, screw it up, see how well we get on. Okay, they're both on the wall. One's screwed, one's just wedged in at the moment. I think it looks okay. What do you reckon? Think it looks like another branch? I think that looks like a branch. I think that looks pretty good. We do have to do some slight alterations. So if you have a look, got a slight gap there, and I've got a slight gap there. So what I'll be doing, I'll be getting some little bits of cork bar, wedging them in place, maybe getting a little bit of leaf, something like that, to disguise the any cracks or any little gaps I've got in the logs. But I think that's going to look the part, that is. I think if we carry on like that, I think that would look the part of a branch going along. I really do think that would look quite good. So there's one branch for you, all done, ready to go. Just going to do some little touch-ups to it. I have plenty, a little cut-offs, little bits and bobs we can use to fill in any of the gaps. So I'll take some of these up now and see if I can fill some gaps. See there, I've just put two little pieces in, and from a distance, you can't see a thing. You can see that little gap there. I think we're going to try and put, I'm not sure what we're going to do. I'm not sure yet. Might have to have a little branch or something dangling down over it. Remember, we've got all this as well. So we've got loads of little tiny pieces we can use to fill up the gaps. I think that's going to be perfect. That's why we never throw anything away. That worked a treat, that did. So all the gaps are filled. Looks really good. I think it would be nice to have a branch or some of the leaves going along. But I'll leave that for now. I think that looks really good. We'll get a better look from a distance. There we go. So we've got another branch going to that one, and then we'll do another branch to that one, and then we'll do another branch to that one. Or we might do something different over there, because that's a long way for a branch to go. So we might try and make maybe another tree over there or something. That might be cool to do, because we could always do something, maybe come from that way, going this way, and they could almost meet. And then we've got to go that way as well. So we've got plenty to do, plenty of logs. Wahaha. Okay then everybody, I'm afraid I've completely run out of time now. I've got to clean up all my mess and try and work out how we're going to carry on. But please like, subscribe, comment and share. Ring that bell for me if you want to watch more videos and find out when they're going to be out. If you want to watch another video, there should be one there. If you want to subscribe to the channel, it's up there. If you want to watch a playlist, it's up there. So I'll see you in the future. Bye.